Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kids Bay Boys and Girls Club, Kildare Clubhouse, Summer Camp, day number 3. Real foolish time right now. We just got out of a fire drill. Everyone survived, except for me and Maya's shoes. They didn't survive the fire drill. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to introduce ourselves from my left to my right. We're going to talk a little bit. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie and I'm 10 years old.
Next.
Hi, my name is Amari and I am 11 years old.
Okay, and last.
My name is Imani and I'm 11 years old.
Okay, guys, welcome to the podcast. We were just going through a little technique, different techniques of how to interview people and stuff like that. So how do you feel after going around the whole room with the little thing I have for you to do? Mackenzie, how do you feel? What did you learn from it?
I learned a lot of things about a lot of people that I didn't know a lot about. For example, I learned a lot about Allison because she was talking about the hobbies that she liked to do and all that other stuff. So it felt good and it was pretty good.
Okay. What about you, buddy?
Well, I felt calm about going around
The room?
going around the room
Okay.
because I
Because you-
like to ask questions sometimes about other people liking some things.
Okay. So asking questions is something that you like to do. What do you learn about the little exercise that we had, talking and going back and forth and hearing my answers and trying to get answers to trying to come up with your own question.
It made me learn more about podcasting and
And like what?
open-ended.
Open-ended questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So at least the idea is that we all learn something, right? You learn from me, you learn from my answers, and you kind of learn from the techniques.
Yeah.
So we're going to use that same technique here, and we're just going to try to figure each other out and learn more things about you. So for Mackenzie, I know we spoke off the air about things that you like. I know you're interested in sports, you're interested in boxing.
Yeah.
We spoke about that. Now, what are the challenges that you have as a female in boxing?
The challenges that I have, it's not a lot of females that box. It's mostly men. And that's kind of confusing because I feel like if a lot of men boxers are out, like Javante Davis, Ryan Garcia.
Oh, you throwing names out there. You throwing
and
names. She's educated now in the
and
boxing game.
every male boxer, I felt like there should be more girl boxers because it's not a lot.
Who's the most famous woman boxer?
I have no idea because I barely hear about women boxers.
I know, but you got there has to be someone that planted that seed. The only one that I could think of, stop doing that. The only one I could think of is Ali's daughter, just because she already had the name recognition. So if Mike Tyson's daughter decided to be a boxer, you're gonna know about Mike Tyson's daughter. But in this case, it was Ali. She's a big frame girl, so she's not boxing little people. She's boxing people in her weight class, and so she looks muscular. She's also very pretty. So to have all those things, it kind of is opening a window up for young ladies like yourself to be interested in boxing.
Yeah.
So definitely, you should like when I did podcasting, I try to know who was the best podcaster, who was getting the most views, how to go about those things. So for you, you should probably learn a little bit about the history of women boxing,
Yeah.
and that'll be dope because you could get another person interested in boxing.
Yeah.
So that'll be important. What's something that you're interested in that makes you stand out from everybody else?
Well, what I'm interested in, I'm really interested in going to space.
Going to space? Well, right now, if you have a couple of $1 million, you go to space as young as you are. But before that wasn't an option unless you wanted to become an astronaut. But now people are actually paying to fly into space. But there's also borderline, because space is actually right after the atmosphere. So if you could kind of float, you could still see the Earth and be blue, but you technically in space because it's black. Um, so some people are like, "Hey, I went to space," but you're not going to the moon. You're not going to the space station. You just like the plane is hovering, 1,000 feet higher than a regular airplane, and then you come back down. So it's not like you're hanging out there. You're just passing by. You made it to space legally. That is space. Then you come back down. So you want to just legally, or you want to just hang out and become an astronaut type of thing?
I want to. Well, if I do the astronaut thing, it will be a little dangerous because you could always crash into asteroids
Well, either way,
or
it's dangerous. Once you get in a rocket ship, it's dangerous.
yeah,
You get on an airplane, it's dangerous.
yeah. But if you go in legally, you will fall back down.
Oh,
And
don't even talk about fall. If you could fall off an airplane 500 feet, I hope you're not thinking you're gonna survive.
no, I'm
Okay,
not.
so if you're at the edge of space and something happens, it doesn't matter that you didn't go to the moon. It just matters that there's really no way that you're gonna land, and it's not gonna be a good landing.
Yeah,
So space and underwater is two things you can't play with.
yeah, but the rocket always have a parachute in the back.
That's in cartoons. No, when have you seen a rocket land with a parachute? A rocket is going 5,000 miles an hour, and you think a cloth is gonna stop it? Not gonna stop it, my man. That's in a cartoon. I've never seen a rocket and all of a sudden a space. How you call it, a parachute? I mean, when we first started going to space, those like Apollo, the way they used to land is because they didn't have no more. They didn't have no more boosters. So when they passed the atmosphere, it was just a force. So they had a parachute. So when they land, they kind of and crash into the water. But you're not doing that now. You have to and you have to right back down. So there's no parachute that's gonna stop you.
So I'm just gonna have to control the spaceship and then try to land.
Dude, you're gonna have to go to space school. You're gonna have to become a pilot, and then you can become an astronaut, and then you could go out there to space. Or, God forbid you pass away, you could just ship your body to space, pay for that, and at least you say you made it to space. Right? The same thing. Just be like, I take all my money that I ever had, $100,000, and just put my body in the rocket ship and let it go up, because it's not coming back down.
Okay.
And you could do that too.
If the rocket ever not doesn't well
The rocket will run out of gas, and you will be in space. You don't have to worry about no asteroids and none of that stuff. You will be up there.
well if I just like float onto a planet like
Okay, well, you'll be floating to a planet. You could be the first person to Mars.
well
What-
yep the
what's
first
some-
person to live
all right,
on
that's it.
Mars.
I'm done with you.
Yeah.
What's it? He doesn't want to stop. What's something that you're interested in?
Um,
Oh man, this guy could be a funny character.
I like to dance, and yeah, that's it.
That's it. You like to dance.
Yeah.
So did you come? Did you come to Kips Bay for dance, or you
No.
just because
I'm on a team at my school,
a dance team,
cheer team.
a cheer team? Have you gone to dance already here?
No.
You haven't had dance. You haven't met Mr. Malik
Oh,
and,
we had
and Miss
dance.
A and all
Yeah.
that stuff. They're very good dancers too. So you could do a lot here because now we have a big dance crew. We have multiple people that teach dance, and then we have a whole bunch of different groups that Miss A has and stuff like that. So you have a good opportunity. So if you're interested, yeah, you just gotta show off. Like they say, show off and show out. And she'll see it. She'll see if you're a good dancer or not, or if you know what you're doing. And she'll probably pick you out and be like, "Oh, come over here. I want you in the front row." Or you listen, or you know the dance step, and she'll move you up. Once you're in the front 2 rows, you good money. You good money. Then she'll start asking you, well, "Could you come on Saturdays? Could you come on Thursdays? Do you want to be in my team?" And that's initially where you want to be at. One of my daughters is a good dancer. The other one is a good dancer in her head. Like in her head, she's dope. But my older daughter, she's a good dancer. But my little daughter, she's freestyle. You put a record on, everything. She's ready to do everything. I don't care if it's reggae. She don't care if it's Spanish. She's a free spirit. So stop doing that.
Sorry.
So she's a free spirit. And then my other one, she's a little shy, but when she gets open, she could do she's a good dancer. That Miss Kinsey, you was in the dance crew last year, right?
Yeah, I came last year. This is my second year here.
She'll tell you. It was fun. They did the what's the Beyonce one last year?
Yeah, we did we do like a dance at the end of the camp. That theme we did like Beyonce, and I think we did Aaliyah.
Yeah.
We did 2 songs.
You should look it up. They're on YouTube. They're on Kiss Bay Digital, and then you could put like summer camp, and they should be up there.
Yeah.
The Beyonce one. We shot a video for that one. Okay, so you're interested in dance. What else? What else could we talk about? What more? What else? What other interests do you guys have?
Um, like even though I try to see myself being a boxer, I can also see myself being like a dancer or like a doctor.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Doctor's always good. That's a good fallback. When you want to be a dancer and all of a sudden, I fall back on being a doctor. They be like, oh, that's beautiful. You can
Yeah.
fall back on being a doctor. I don't know if you become a doctor if you're going to have enough hours to dance because doctors work a lot of hours. They work
I know.
16, 20 hours a day.
Yeah, but they get you money though.
That's
So
true, too. But sometimes, you can't do everything for the money. You got to do it for the love.
yeah, you gotta do
The
it.
money eventually will come.
Yeah.
If you want to help needy kids and stuff like that through cancer treatments and that's the
Yeah.
type of doctor you want, then that, you always going to make money.
Yeah.
But, helping people through hard times is also valuable.
Yeah.
Entertaining is valuable, so doing dancing and stuff like that is valuable because sometimes people, sit back and they watch you video, they watch you dance, or they do stuff like that, and it makes them forget about, the things that they're going through life. But that's even with the boxing.
Yeah.
When I sit down and watch boxing on a Saturday and pay $70 to see these two guys beat each other, it's because it's raining outside. I don't want to do nothing else. And my wife doesn't, she doesn't feel like going out. So that's my entertainment for that day. That's where I could say, hey, it was a fun night. There's a good boxing match. I saw something on TV that was, that was cool.
Yeah.
So that's, that's how people relate to these entertainers and boxing and stuff like that. So when you fly to space, is it going to be dark up there or it's going to be a lot of light?
It's gonna be very dark out there.
Why?
But-
You don't have no lights on your ship?
But I will have lights on my ship. But I have a true question.
Go ahead.
If the sun is in space and
And you in space.
and I'm in space, how is there no light in space but only on Earth?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're in space, is there light?
Wait, but
Wait.
There's always light, right?
There's only one light.
But there could be a lot of light. There could be very little light. But there's
Yeah.
still light.
I
Yes.
never thought about that.
See? Come on. Now you got to think. My man's in space already.
I never thought
he already
about
got
that. That's
he's on,
crazy.
he's on a rocket. Because when you're on the rocket ship, right? Your instrument panel like this, it lights up, right? So there's light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, I have a problem.
What's your problem?
Both my boosters get stuck and then both Elon Musk made that rocket, had that rocket ship. It instantly gives itself fuel every time, and then I'm just keep going out of our universe cycle, and then I'm going in a literally.
All right, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a question, and this is gonna switch this podcast around real quick. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes, because the
See?
space.
This
space
is different.
so big.
This podcast is
Yep.
going different right now.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you believe in aliens? What kind of aliens do you believe in?
Well, I believe in very smart aliens because aliens somehow can get to Earth somehow. So they are trying to track. They're tracking us.
Hold up a second. I don't have one of those sound effects, but I'm gonna put
Yeah.
it in at this point.
Yeah. I always believed in aliens because I believe in UFOs because I used to think that the stories on TV were be like, oh, I encountered a UFO. I used to feel like they were fake, but I feel like one day,
I feel like
out of any day in the year or the next decade, that aliens are going to come to Earth.
um
But
I
but
believe
s-
I believe
some
Mackenzie watched the documentary or something.
some
Yeah.
aliens can be in peace. Some aliens can be deadly. But the deadly aliens, um, there is some percent of chances deadly aliens could come to Earth and try to destroy it.
Okay,
But we
so is E.T. You ever seen the movie E.T.?
Oh God.
no.
You never seen it? So I
Oh
can ask you this
my
question.
God.
Oh
I was
God.
gonna say, you seen E.T. You guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I
what do
seen
you think?
E.T.
E.T. is a deadly alien or a friendly alien?
He's a friendly one. I'm sure he's a friendly one. I've seen the well
Oh my
I
God.
can't with this. Go ahead. So he's a friendly alien. Go ahead. Tell me, he's a friendly alien. Go ahead. So tell me about his friend, about the friendly alien ET. Why do you think he's friendly? There has to be a reason. He don't know you. Why do you think he's friendly?
what?
Why do you think ET is friendly? Let me know.
Be, because I've literally seen the stuff some of the stuff from E.T. but I haven't watched the movie. I don't know if I plan on watching the movie. I haven't watched it since it came out. I never watched it in my life.
You never watched it in your life, and you talk about ET being friendly.
Yeah,
That's like
I've
me.
seen
That's
the
like me saying Mackenzie's a good boxer. I never seen her put on gloves.
Exactly.
She could put them on backwards for all I know. She could be punching her own head, and she says, "Yeah, I'm doing boxing." I don't know these things. I can't say that that ET is a friendly alien. I saw the movie. That don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
You know, there's some times that I got scared, and I was like, "Where's this movie going?" And he looks like he's trying to feed on little kids. I don't know what's going on. ET was weird. So it could go both ways.
Yeah.
But I like talking about aliens. Do you
Bruh.
believe in aliens?
No.
You don't believe in aliens?
No.
Why don't you believe in aliens?
It's just like
You can't believe there's something else out there that's smart that comes from somewhere else.
no.
Literally,
No.
the universe is like so big. There has to be aliens out there. Do you see the millions or billions of stars out there? There has to be internal life out there
Oh, you
in
went to
space.
eternal life? All right, I can't do the eternal life, but I can do, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I believe there's aliens.
Yes, so do
I
I.
believe there's
Same
alien.
here.
I can't believe that in this one world we live in Earth that there's not something else. How
Yeah.
did we get to Earth? Like
Exactly.
there has to be something else out there. Now, some of the strategy that you're talking about, I don't know, but I believe there's something out there. I don't
Well,
know what it is. I don't know if it's a little green man. I don't know if it's a person that looks just like us. I don't know if it's an animal that came
well,
from space and evolved. I don't know any about that stuff, but I do believe that there's some form of aliens. Now, the government also covers up a lot, so you know,
excuse me.
because that's like saying I believe. Now we have travel, so we could go on boats, we go on planes and cars and stuff like that. But back in the days, I guess North America, we thought that North America was the whole planet, and then some way somehow we got on the boat, we went I guess eastward, and then we found Africa, we found Europe, we found all the other land masses, and oh, there's people there too. So that's how we started mapping the world. But initially, we thought it was just one little spot that people lived in, and that's it. That was our stuff.
Excuse me. Well, was I think Oliver's gonna like this, but some say we come from apes, and
You know
but
what? You know what that's called? What is it
yeah,
called? You guys know? What is it called when the people that think that we come from apes? Is
Um,
a scientific
it's
word.
evolution or something like
Evolution.
that.
Beautiful.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah, it's either we come from apes or we actually are the aliens.
Oh, hold up a
okay.
second. I
That's
didn't
Hold
think
up.
of that.
Hold a
That's
minute.
I didn't
crazy.
think of that. I didn't think that we were the aliens, and everybody else doesn't know that we're the aliens.
I mean, if there's another type of life out there, they don't know about us, so they think we're the aliens and we think they're the aliens.
Now
Yeah.
we're getting deep. Now we're going into some deep stuff. Okay, I'm accepting this. I'm accepting this challenge. You're right. We could be the aliens,
Yeah.
and everybody else is looking for us.
But they're not
We
gonna be able
think
to
we
find
think
us.
that we're doing something, and actually, there's a bigger, and they're like, "What's that little blue dot all the way down there? What's that? What's that little dot? They don't even call us a planet. They just call us a pimple. What's that little pimple down there in that universe?" And all of a sudden, we could be the aliens. Deep, man. Some deep thought here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, science is important.
Ooh.
Science is important. Imaginations are important. Like, all right, guys. I can't. This podcast has to go up. So I'm letting y'all know this. I may put a little ET with a Kiss Bay shirt on. That might be the logo. So look forward. All right, guys. Thank you very much. But we're out of here.
It's over.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
Guys, still dancing too. Save this one, buddy.